Alright, let's jump in once more. I did a lot of grinding in between streams. You can see I'm level 31 now, compared to what? High teens was I last time? But like, we're all level 30 at least. I don't know what my equipment was like last time, but just for sake of thoroughness. And Amy. Lastly, Kane. So that's how we're looking now. Oh, right. I need to have the item equipped to make it so that I can understand you. Logic cap. So last time, we got to our second planet. So we're basically just going around getting all the unique, plot important equipment. Already went through one dungeon with that stuff, so we gotta go through whichever ones are left. Fortunately, I can more reliably take hits this time around. Haha. And Gunbust is still tanky as all heck. Yeah, that should be good enough. I don't think I need to go, like, all in on your magic. We do have new magic, though, including particularly a lot of new healing magic for Amy. We can revive party members now. We have better healing that's party-wide. All sorts of stuff like that. Okay, maybe I should have done the higher-end spell. I'm beginning to get that feeling. Well, we're already committed to this, so... Of course, if things get real bad, I guess I could start running. Push comes to shove. And actually start applying that strategy, or not. Kane's magic is particularly good against robotic enemies. And at least in the last dungeon, because that's where I was doing a lot of my grinding. There wasn't a lot of robotic enemies, so I'm just gonna hope that stays the same, and therefore it's not gonna be too much of a requirement for me to just keep using Kane. You could use some healing, Kane. Let's top you off a little bit. Oh, that's a lot. Alright. New plan. Kill a bunch of rabbits. Wasn't as effective as I hoped it would be. They don't do much damage at least, but still, fighting 5 of them at once is, not great. Well, there goes some of Rolf's TP, but it's fine. Experience yield isn't too bad, though, for them, for what that's worth. God, I wanted to at least get in the dungeon. Okay, can we run? Hooray, we ran. Alrighty. New dungeon for us. Yeah, this is... We're a long ways off from any new levels. So I'm not really, hard-pressed for that. We'll push through what we can. Wouldn't doubt if we have to make multiple trips, but we'll see. Kinda depends on what nonsense we run into here. But it's just Sky Tiara. I'm kind of expecting similar encounter tables to what was in the previous dungeon, which I'm pretty familiar with those encounter tables, at least on the lower floors at this point. And how best to accommodate some of those matchups. Enjoy gun. Gun is good for your health. Attack ability decrease, that's fine. I'm gonna get whatever's in this treasure chest at least. Amber robe. Alright, it's gonna be a lot of backtracking, so we'll just whisk our way out of here. Where am I going this time? Ow. I do enjoy that I don't have to worry too much about encounters on this floor. Like, they'll still do some chip damage, sure, but it's not enough to be a huge concern. It's nice, I won't lie to you. Welcome to the maze of trees. Rolf, you could probably use a heal after this fight. So I'm not flirting with danger the whole way through. Amy, heal up Rolf. Just an extra little bit of safety there for us. Oh, that's a little bit more involved, but we should still be fine. Ow. This is what I like about this floor. Despite it taking a bit for us to take out these guys. Like, I don't remember how much I struggled with them before. But I feel like I am struggling noticeably less than I was before. Alright, let's begin the climb. just in case. So we're on a higher floor, it means you probably have new enemy tables. And while the ones on... I usually did my grinding on the second floor of the previous dungeon, the one we ended on last stream. And while I could relatively consistently defeat enemies in there, depending on what enemy formation it is, they can still sap quite a bit of my health. So I still want to be ready for anything. But if it's an easy enough encounter like that, I do want to still fight as many of them as I can, just so I'm not losing out on experience. This encounter, it's usually the encounters with 3 dark sides. Those are usually the worst encounters for me on this floor. Again, assuming the encounter tables are the same as in the previous dungeon. Crystal chest. Okay, that sounds good to me. Amy and Kane could use some healing. Probably after another battle or two. Rolf's gonna need healing. It's all fine and good. See, encounters like this, I'm all for. Just one enemy. It's easy town now. Alright. Fuck. Yeah, here's the encounter I do not like having to deal with. 3 dark sides. They have potential to sap so much health from me. Hopefully, one or multiple of them will die this turn. Good, good, good. I don't want to burn through all of Rolf's TPs, so put everyone back on attacking. Yeah, see, not too bad now, but it did still drain a fair bit of our TP. That's not to mention health. Okay. Now, we get to start ascending! Yay! Whoops, nope. Not descending. Ascending. It seems there's a distinct lack of encounters. What do we got up here? Well... how am I doing this? That dragon is gonna suck ass to fight. I think that's gonna be my best plan, unfortunately. No, you don't hurt as bad as you would once upon a time, but you do still hurt. Two fireballs to take out the dragon, which is good to know. Not that Rolf has a whole lot of TP left, and I gotta keep something handy for getting out of here. Experience yield is very all things considered as well. Is it time for my good friend save scumming? It might be time for save scumming. And running. If they'll let me. We get to the treasure chest. Okay, one by yourself. Fine. Not that you take much damage. Our loadout. Go and use this tech, because it's a full heal on the whole party. It's just expensive as heck. Well, your experience yield, if I can take one of you down, is great. It's just fighting you is not entirely worth it. Nay Cape. I believe that is, in fact, equipment for Amy, so... Yep, a little more defense. She's at Visiphone again. I don't care if I have to make another trip through this place. I mean, it is basically a tower with how high we've been going in it. Just have to see how it goes on the rest of the way up. Just a dragon by itself. It's not impossible to deal with, I don't think. By which I mean, it's not impossible to run from. Stairs should be coming up here. Yep, there they are. Back on our way through the ascent. We just keep letting the lack of encounters take care of things. We gotta go back down for something. Alright, well, it's like the top. A reward for coming this far is more encounters. You don't look like you're gonna be fun at all to deal with. Goodbye. Nay armor. I believe that is good for Rolf, so, or not Rolf, Rudo. Let's give ceramic armor to Amy. And then, Amy, you can give the Nay armor to Rudo. And then Rudo, you can equip it. Nay armor. Whopping 300 defense now. Excellent. Alright, now we just gotta get the rest of the stuff that's on the lower floors, and then we can be on our way and head off to another fun part of the world, I'm sure. Might take a bit of save skying, but I think we can get there. Alright, fine. You're not letting me escape this fight, I'll play dirty too. Shouldn't take that much effort for us to get out of here, hopefully. It's just a question of how well we can run from some fights. Well, start the descent now. We just did the ascent, so now it's only natural we'll have to do the descent instead. Stairs, don't be rude to me like this. Here we go, this floor. There's stuff out this way we haven't looked at. Alright, Amy's also back onto guarding as her primary action. This continues to be a very hard fight to run from, despite our much higher levels. Alright, I get the message, game. Alright, single dark side. You know what? Yeah. I'll go to bat for fighting you. Easy stuff. Hang on, gotta save Scum some more. Very important. What we came here for should be right over here. Yeah. Crystal Cape. We got one more thing we gotta do while we're here. One last bit of unfinished business. At least it's only on the first floor, so encounters shouldn't be too mean on us. It's not here. I think it's over here. Yep. A little bit more equipment for us. Whether or not we need it, that's its own question. Alright, Rolf, take us away. Don't we need to here, after all. Let's top off everybody and head for our next location. Let's see, let's go to Zosa now. Don't forget to give you the Nay helmet again. That's 100% something I will forget to do otherwise. Now, where's the exit to town again? There's somewhere. I think this is the exit. And away we go. Until that happens. Well, I was mostly correct in that Cain was not really going to be using his magic in the dungeon. So that tells you that pattern, that trend is going to keep up. We'll see. So it might take us a bit to get into the next dungeon. That's fine. If it takes about the same amount of time as the last one did, we'll be done with this in no time. Back. This might take a sec. I'm not wasting my TP on this fight. They don't pose that much of a threat to us. Good. We actually need to go back this way. Alright, Cain, make more use of your TP. Anytime you want to die, Spectre, thank you. Okay. I think rolls should be fine for a little bit longer, and I don't... Yeah, here's the next dungeon. Alright. This is gonna be a lot of fun, I'm sure, because it's a lot of falling into holes. This Rudo's pretty close to another level, so that's nice. Almost said I didn't grind more, but... Oh, not a big deal. Lungs. How much damage do I do to them? Reasonable damage, I guess. It's probably gonna end up being a fair bit of guesswork. As to just, am I taking the right direction? Yes, no, maybe. Alright, I'm just gonna reset since I just saved. Nope, I don't want to start a new game. We're this far in. Alright. Take two. Let's try this hole next. Where am I now? Am I somewhere I shouldn't be? I have no idea anymore. Gonna be a fun learning process. I'm going with that. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Alright, just a dark side. That's fine. Roll's health's getting a little low, but he should survive this fight, no problem. I think that pulse can's a better piece of equipment for Rudo. Means it's time to, time to do some inventory juggling again. That's a little bit of a step up. Before I forget, let's heal Rolf. And also give Kane a heal as well. We'll start from scratch again. We got one item, so... What do we do this time? Oh, hey! Treasure again. That was, very quick to get this one. Draconian dagger. It looks like. And goodbye. That's how this can go. I mean, at least we got the dagger. So that's another thing that I can cross off the list. Let's try this hole this time. This hole? I have no idea if I'm doing a good or not. Well, not anymore, I'm not. Yeah, that's the problem we find ourselves with, is one wrong step and we end up all the way back at the bottom. I'm gonna reset. Usually the time where I'm not gonna worry about a reset is gonna be... Oh, come on. Is going to be when we actually find some treasure on a spelunking journey. Fine. Message received. Alright. Try this again! Where am I now? That doesn't seem like it's gonna be too bad. This roll's doing better damage now. I need to remember to put Amy on attacking. Never cease to forget that. Water down the wrong pipe. Hate when that happens. Okay. That's out of my system. Alright. Nay shot. Well, I'm going to assume that is the best weapon for Rudo. No, not equip me. Give to Rudo. And equip Nay Shot for Rudo. Yeah, that's a good damage buff. Alright. Now, let's do this song and dance again. That's a bit stronger than what I was expecting here. Be a good chance to... Okay, cool. Or we can miss. I was gonna say it would be a good chance for us to test our new Nae shot and see what kind of damage it can do. And then you just missed, Rudo. How dare. $101 damage per. That's a bit of a step up from what Rudo was doing beforehand, that's for sure. Alright. As we were, though. Where am I heading now? Those are not dark sides. I'm gonna hope we can deal with them still, it's just fine. I mean, based on the damage they're doing to us, I think we'll be fine. It hurts a bit, sure, but, like, otherwise... Okay, well, Rolf might be in trouble now. And if Rolf dies, that's a reset, because I can't do without Rolf's ability to get us the fuck out of here. Yeah, okay, cool. Sure, I could just spend some TP with Amy, but since there's other treasures to be found, no thanks. Did I already get... no, you still have the pulse can. Fuck, that means I have to go get the Nae shot again. Let's see if I remember what way I took to get there. Because then we go down this pit. Then we have to kind of loop around a bit. All the way to over here. And then we go up. I believe the next floor down is the one with an A shot. Yeah, this looks correct. Bingo. No encounters either, which is doubly convenient. Give the Nae shot to Rudo. And Rolf warp us out. Also, let's make a save just so we don't have to go through that again. Is that? And then we went down. Put that one next. Back. Hopefully this isn't a mistake, choosing to fight you guys instead of running. Oh no, keep fighting. New level. Okay, where were we going in here again? I remind myself of that. Yeah, I don't think we took that many steps in here. At least not on this floor. Probably ought to get Kane some healing. Please die, Meso Man. Thank you. Let's go down here next. Let's also not forget to heal, because I'm going to keep forgetting to do that if I don't do that now. Lost capture for a second here. Alright, come back, capture. Alright. I'm gonna have to... Oh! That shit hurts. Okay, noted. Now let's see if we can get some other treasures in. I don't think I want to take this one. Let's see what we can do. Then we want to take this one. That should lead us to one of the other treasures that are in here. Well, you can die, Glow Sword. So, man, you shouldn't be much of a problem for us at this stage, I hope. Yeah. Level for Rudo. One dark side, that's fine. It should die a lot faster in general as well now. Well, unless Kane decides to keep missing. You know, there's always that to factor in. And never be too certain of things, can we? Yeah, there's one of the things. A fire staff, which, I mean, we don't need, so it's gonna be selling fodder for us at some point or another. Let's also go ahead and make another save. And let's start falling again. If we fall down here, and we'll be in the place for the other treasure that's not important to us. Which means we can just... Now that we've gotten... Or, well, now that we're about to get it anyway, we can just make a push for the last actual treasure in here. And thank God for that. Rudo gets some healing. Laconic Mace. Well, don't really need that, but thanks anyway, game. And back into the depths we go once more. Make our save and be on our way. That's a dragon. Let's say I'm running. I'm not running. Great. Well, there's more than one way to run. Now let's see if we get it through here. Yeah. Well, I think we're in a position we might be able to fight things, because we're almost done here. So I can probably... Emphasis on probably... afford to spend a little bit more than I normally would. The swords still hurt like shit. Get some healing for Kane going. I was really hoping at least one of those swords would die. Just when I thought I was gonna be like in good standing, because we've got like a lot more levels since the last time, 3 swords just come and slap me in the face. And that's just how it be sometimes. What does Kane have on equipment anyways? You got ceramic armor. I think you've got kind of the best stuff that you can possibly have, so... unfortunate as it may be. One dragon by itself. I think that's gonna be fine. It better be. I have a fireball. Oh, come on. Okay, well, Rudo finished it off anyway. Making our save. Our good friend the dragon's back. Actually, this might be a good chance to try this on for size. Yeah, that's better damage. Amy make with healing. Well, it's not 3 glow swords, so maybe we'll be okay. Yeah, no problem. Although Kane might make it no problem if he keeps missing. Just gonna use this again. Get another save going. Just wondering when I was gonna do that again this stream. Back on our way. Actually gonna get to the next floor without, almost. I'm getting out of here if the game will let me. God, these glow swords suck ass. Yes, I know how close I am to levels. Oh shit, we making it to the next floor? Almost. Okay, it's just a dark side. Then that is fine. Could've been way worse. Up down the floor. This should be the exact place we need to be. Fuck. I'm just gonna queue this up now. And yeah, let it rip. We're getting close enough to the end that it's fine if I end up spending a little more TP than needed. It just better actually, you know, fucking die. And it should still leave me with enough TP to get out of here. I don't trust this game. I know better than to trust it. Nope, we're good. Nay Slasher. Alright, that's a third one of these stinking dungeons done. I always forget that I need to with that piece of equipment. Rolf, Magic Cap. Yo. Alright, now the fun part. We got one last dungeon to do, I believe. Well, one last one, this, like, batch of dungeons. So we just wrapped up the previous one. Let's just do this preemptively. We're heading back for Skewer, because I don't think there's a town close to this last one, so we're gonna have to get there from scratch. Hang on, I'm gonna give my capture card the quick kick. I.e. unplug it, and then plug it back in. Because that usually fixes it for the stream. I still need to pinpoint what exactly is going on with that, but I've got other priorities right now. Yes, there we go. I wanted to re-equip the name it to you. But in theory, a number of these fights, since this is a much earlier area for us now, a lot of these fights should be easy to run from if they're fights I don't want to do. Maybe not all of them, but at least a number of them. Getting out of here. Or not. More like it. Bye. go this way next? Yeah. Yeah, whatever this is. Oh, it's an old newspaper. So it leads me further down, doesn't it? Yep. Should have been able to tell about the sprite. This should lead us out. Yeah. Okay. Well, now we've escaped here, using this. Alright, where the hell am I now? In this section of the world. It'd be nice if I could take more than 2 steps. Oh, and I still lost capture, even though I am like the thing. God damn it. Behave, capture card. Oh no, elephant. Elephant gonna die horribly, though. I have to keep going down, don't I? Hi, Altusk. Yeah, because this, I believe, is my turn. Enter this dungeon. Yep, here we are. Should be the last of these sorts of dungeons. In fact, now that we're here... making our save. And let the ascent begin. Hopefully the enemies do not prove to be too much of a problem in here. Somehow I doubt it, to some extent. Attack ability decreased, that's fine. You wouldn't know it. Another level for Rolf. We can squeeze in a few more of those before the end of the game, that would be lovely. Oh god, the fire. Okay, please don't go after Kane. Because I didn't realize how low... Okay, or you could go after everyone. I guess that's fine as well. It's not too much damage per party member. Give Kane a quick heal. And let's continue the ascent. Oh, God. Mr. Death and an Archdragon. Match made in heaven. Probably not one I could easily run from should I choose to as well. At least Mr. Death goes down without much trouble. Where's Nafoy in my menu? Here we go. Amy. Heal Rolf, please. And Kane. Alright, continuing on up. Oh. Guess this is the top. Just in case. Alright, Geronimo! Geronimo again! Geronimo this way. Fuck. Well, that's why I made a save, because it's a lot of pick the right direction to fall. So you know it's gonna be great based on that alone. Try falling here this time. Nope! What if we just keep going left, then? Okay, it's just keep going left. Nay, Emil. Who's that good for? I don't think anybody in our party, really, unfortunately. Well, that's one trick of that. Capture, please come back. I need to give you another kick. At this rate. Oh, God. Not this combination of enemies. I hate this. Okay. Rolf's poisoned! Yay! I'll make with some healing once we get out of here. Alright, Amy. You're the poison, and really, I think for now, you can just heal yourself and that'll be fine. I don't think we need to do anything too elaborate. Fuck. Okay, it's just one dark side. Well, I'm thinking about it. So I am kind of warm in my hoodie, so let me ditch that. Who needs hoodies anyway? Oh, fire's back again? Okay. Good, and the big damage dealer misses. Lovely, I love that. Please don't miss. Thank God. Not quite at the top. I think the next floor is the top floor based on last time. I think, anyway. Well, this should be also one of the last times we gotta do treasure hunting, too. Just by proxy a bit, being close to the end of the game, I guess. I forget how damaging shadows are. Not that bad. Not as bad as they could be. I'm just thankful this place is a lot easier than some of the other dungeons, at least navigation-wise. Hell yeah. I'm gonna need to make with some double Narazes. I haven't had to dip into Rolf's TP that much, at least. Okay, before we start dropping... Alright, this way. Hell yeah. Nay shield! I think that covers us for the Nay equipment, so it's just going back up to get the other miscellaneous treasures. Easy, right? So I think there's 2 treasures on each side. God damn it, you really had to give us this combination? Alright. Let's get to work then. Kane's getting low on health. Let's remedy that problem in a bit. Cool. Amy heal Kane. I'm just thankful this group of enemies gives me some good experience. For as annoying as they are to fight. This was one of the groupings I had to deal with when I was grinding it. On the one hand, they can tend to sap a lot of my resources, but on the other, if you can beat them, of the groups I had to fight, I think this was the biggest experience yield. During my grinding, at least. So that's at least a positive. I gotta watch myself as well, because, Amy is burning through her TP. I can dip into Rolf's for healing purposes, but I'd rather not. I'll do it if I need to. I haven't really spent a whole lot of Rolf's TP yet, anyway. Hello? What are you? You take good damage from my physical attacks, at least. I just gotta hope you don't fuck me up with anything. No, not the worst. I think it's the next floor is the top floor. Fuck. Another Archdragon. Fuck out of here. I think that Archdragons by themselves are worth it to fight. Okay, no, I think I got one more floor then. The floor above the one we're on right now should be the top floor. Alright, save up. Just in case of stupid, break glass. That's some level of stupid. Let's see what they do to me damage-wise, because they do hurt! They do hurt, and it ain't great. Rolf, you are barely holding on. This is like the last use of Nara's that Amy gets, and that's if it lands. Depends on who you decide to attack. Okay, you attacked Rudo. Well, also not great, but at least that means we should be able to survive this encounter at this point. Yeah. Good experience. I'll give it that. I might get one more. Yeah, that's my last heal with Amy, though. Ape 1. Ow. Actually, I didn't do that much. Not as much as I was anticipating, anyway. Kane gets a level and a new technique. Hell yeah. One second here. Alright. Should put us, yep, back on the top floor. Roll fuse the visiphone. All sorts of wizard types I'm finding here. Tree wizard thingies. So now we have a fiend, which we haven't run into yet, I don't think. Ooh, your experience is good, though. Alright, do we go down? Continually? Yeah, that works. Oh. I gotta discard some stuff. I mean, shoes I don't need. I think we can have two treasures. I'm trying to discard whatever is worth the least. And headgear, I'm sure, is not going to be worth much, so goodbye, headgear. Probably one of the things I should have done between streams is sort through my equipment, but oh well. Okay, we gotta make one more climb up this damn tower. Should get us the last of the treasures, and then we can be on our way. Probably sell off a few things that we don't need anymore. It's nice being on the lower floors again, because that also means I'm not having to worry about how much damage I'm taking. And not nearly as much, anyway. Sure, on this floor, I'm gonna have to start worrying about that a lot more. Why I'm going to prep for that. Because I know better. Especially if we got wizards and the such. I haven't needed to use Rolf much for heal, or like, not for healing, but I haven't had to use Rolf much for offensive magic, so I'm hoping that means I can just dump all your TP into healing and escaping from here. Once we are ready to escape, that is. I was enjoying the silence of not a whole lot of dumb shit happening. I regret to inform you, we are in fact back to dumb shit happening. I was really hoping I was just gonna microwave that Archdragon. I was gonna say, if one of the attacks landed, you were gonna get nuked. Amy, are you dead now? You are dead. Fuck. Well, I guess we're gonna press on and hope and pray. It shouldn't be too bad at this point, because we're on the top floor. We just need to go find the place. Yeah, I'm unplugging this capture card again and seeing if that fixes things back up. Worked so well last time. Has to be a faulty cable somewhere. I can only assume that's what's happening. I do have a weird setup going here after all. Okay. Need to make sure I'm going the right way here. And Amy's so close to level 2. You had to die just before you could get that level, Amy? Okay. As it be. We go down now? Nope. I guess you just keep going up then. I'm assuming. Probably save when I start falling down floors as well, just in case I choose poorly. Well, Amy isn't too much of a damage dealer for what that's worth, so... yeah, everybody else can handle this pretty well on their own. Let's get everybody at least into triple-digit HP again. Just in case I make the wrong call on where to drop down this time. Thank God. Truth Sleeves and Trimate. Alright, I think that's everything we need to do here, so let's get the hell out of here. Get that magic cap back on, Rolf, so that way... oh, nope. Oh, God. Capture card is still being a jerk. What if I unplug the power to the capture card and replug it back in? Yeah, capture card, you're gonna get angry at me, that's fine. There's a problem with my setup basically being a lot of splitters. Ends up having some level of inconvenience. Uh-oh. Getting audio, but capture card is frozen, so hang on. If I deactivate and activate it again... There we go. Alright. Heal me. I actually should have revived Amy first. Oops. I haven't had to revive anybody for a good bit, courtesy of my save scumming. Alright, we're all in good standing again. I mean, I probably don't need to sell much off. No, I probably should anyway. There's a place I can sell stuff in this town, is there? Yeah. What do I not need? Or what do I know I don't need? Which comes out to, what do I have in my inventory that I know I can buy if I want one again? Laser shot. I haven't really needed the telepipe. Pretty sure I could buy a plus can if I ever need to, but I don't think I would ever need to at this point, because I have the nade shot. Laser knife... I'll keep the laser knife, because I gotta figure out how to kit out the rest of my party members sometime later, because I want to give them good equipment as well, once I'm actually done with the playthrough. Okay. With all that business concluded, let's get a move on here. Actually, first... save now that we're done with those dungeons and are pretty much heading to the end of the game now. I did say it might be a shorter stream, but I guess that will in part depend on how underleveled I am for the end game. Oh, I should have. Well, my Rudo with the nade shot should do a pretty good amount of damage. I remember next time I'm definitely going to switch around my actions if I have to fight that guy again. A lot of owies. Maybe I should be a little more liberal with my, my TP use. Amy gets that level that she got snuffed out of last time. Alright, I guess part of the question is, do I remember how the hell to get through here efficiently? I don't think it was this way I needed to go. I think it's this way. Fuck. Okay, well, it's just one of you. Enemies in here are so much easier now, oh my god. Compared to everything we've been fighting up to this point. In all those dungeons. God, this is such, like, a breath of fresh air. Even though I know these guys gave me some problems the first time we were through here. It's just a sign of how far we've come now. Alright, I'm playing around you this time. You're gonna die horribly. Whether you like it or not. It should just be keep following this path, if I recall correctly. Fuck. At least the elephant's down. I believe it's we take this way. It's like we go all the way down and then we have to go all the way back up, basically, just taking a different path going up. Okay, which way now? I think it's down? Yeah, because I think I remember getting fooled by that and thinking it was a dead end before, like, one hour at a time. Ooh, you have Gizan now. Okay, that's gonna be helpful, because... Did it seriously miss all three? So Zan is a fun move for when I was grinding. Because it hits an entire group of enemies, so, like... In this case, it would hit all three Owl Talons, but if it's a fight that has multiple enemy types, it just hits all of a enemy type of choice. And for the longest time, I only had Zan on Kain, but if I got Gizan, it would have expedited some of the grinding, for sure. I mean, not all of it, but at least some of it. Alright. Continuing our journey upstairs. Fuck. Well, just an elephant. Nothing that'd be of concern to me. This is back on the overworld, which means we're here! With all of our stuff that we got in tow. Good job, you are truly a descendant of Alice. I acknowledge that you are qualified to succeed the power of light and the memory of darkness. 1,000 years ago, after the battles of Alice, all Go obtained peace for a short while. People were satisfied with what was given to them by those they loved, and did not ask for more, and it was their pleasure to give to their loved ones more than they wanted. However, when Mother Brain arrived, Algo changed. We got confused because Mother Brain created so many things. We didn't really know what we needed. People started to fight for what Mother Brain created. They no longer thought that kindly about Alice. People then, what the fuck? People then thought that they could not live without Mother Brain. I think that a devil's trap is behind Mother Brain. It's caused the people's mind to weaken. The trap also leads Algo to destruction. I don't know who made the trap or why. There's a Nasor in the box. When you pick it up, it will rescue you from the evil side. Nasor, huh? You know, it's supposed to be like this? Hold on, let me try leaving and... I don't think the audio is supposed to be like this, so hang on. Let's give this a quick kick. Yeah, that sounds more normal. That was weird. Alright, well, we gotta do some item juggling anyway. No, not use. Give to Rolf. That is, unsurprisingly, Rolf's best weapon. Big buff to defense, and a small buff to attack as well. Rolf, are you brave enough to battle with the powers of evil? Sure, I'll leave the future Algo to you. I pray for your safety. Use the Nasor if you run out of power. We'll bring you back here right away. Now go to those who watch us from outside of Algo. So I believe what he means by that is... use the Nasor, we end up back here. Oh, if we say no, he also heals us. Okay, noted. Yeah, there we go, we're fully healed now. And it looks like there's no way out of here unless we use the Nasor, but that is still a powerful tool to just have a way to escape on command, and not only escape, but fully heal, so I don't have to be too sparing with my TP. Alright, well, let's get to work. Well, would be stronger against something that doesn't have high defenses, I'm sure. I mean, everybody's basically got their best equipment now, so... Oh, of course, Archdragons are back. I don't know why I would have expected otherwise. I might end up wanting to fight a decent chunk of the stuff in here just so that I can get a little bit stronger, because this is the last dungeon. If you couldn't figure that out by now. experience. Make with some healing, Amy. You're still gonna be a big healer in this party. I'm curious. Is this still gonna do damage to you? Yes. Despite you being made of fire! You still hurt, though. This is where the strongest enemies will be residing, so... guess we ought to be prepared for the long haul. Amy, you're gonna need some healing. Undoubtedly. I think it's just Naras as well, on top of that. Is what you're gonna need. Where the heck am I going now? I'm still trying to piece together. This one's a dead end. What about here? Oh, well, he's still a dead end. Oh, god damn it. Okay, maybe we should, after this fight, we should get out of here and start from scratch once more. Because we're getting nowhere fast. All of the experience is good. I will never say no to more experience. Heal me up and take me back there. This way. Which one were you? Were you one of the stronger ones? Not the worst, but ain't great either. It is nice having everybody's ultimate gear. I do wish I was able to get to the point where I had everybody's ultimate gear and then I could just grind at that point. But also, if we got to that point, it would pretty much just be this dungeon for this stream, so, you know, would have been a pretty short stream, I would guess. But who knows, maybe I'll end up having to do some grinding if I want to survive the rest of this game. Gonna use this. I don't think we want to take those stairs. Well, that kind of hurts, actually. Just a smidge. Just a small smidge. Some healing. And well, we're getting some stronger combinations of enemies, it would seem. Now looking forward to that. At least one of them went down quickly, and we already know the Fiend by itself we can handle with relative ease. Yeah. I realize how low on health Kane is. Okay, please survive this fight, Kane. I'd like to think you will, but... yeah. Okay, Amy, I think this is warranting a nah-res on Kane. Especially since Kane's almost at 200 max HP. Over here. All right. How are we doing on healing? Should probably touch up some of us a little bit for what's to come here. And Rolf, use the phone so we can save. Now let's do this. As this, I feel the tremendous strength of dark power. This is Pandora's box. It contains all that is evil. All that you call the Dark Force. This is a present from our world. I didn't get to read the rest of that. Alrighty, well. Looks like we're in for a long haul. Ooh. I don't get to see how much damage I'm doing either, so we're gonna have to kind of wing it. Amy becomes evil, oh no! Crushed by despair. Okay, so I guess it's just a you can't attack sometimes. That's what I'm led to believe, anyway. Alright, well, this is gonna be fun. I do have stat buffing and debuffing abilities, so I should probably double check those and see what's what there. That might be what Amy has to do for this fight. So let's see here. Sashu. I believe that's the defense buffing one. Yeah, defense ability increases. I think a Gisar is good enough for my purposes. Right, so less furiously. Fuck. Don't need that right now. Okay. Use this as well, because I believe that's a buff to agility. Agility increases, so hopefully that'll help things out a little bit here. Particularly when it comes to how often I'm able to avoid. Now, often I can land my attacks. Fights us furiously, great. Heal yourself, Amy. Or not. Is that it? That's it. Fuck. Well, I notice I'm not using much of Rolf's MP, so maybe on the run up to here, I should have Rolf act as the healer. So that way I can conserve Amy's TP for the actual fight. We'll see how well that plan works out for me, though. might get another level or two, and that will probably help in and of itself. Please die, Meso Man, thank you. Now, do I remember the pathway to get back there? That's gonna be the other question. I'm gonna just go this way. Well, there's the thing that I wanna attack with my magic. I think it was we go left from here. So I think it's like we go this way. We take the stairs that are here. Misses are just a constant, aren't they? There's Rolf's to level up. Alright, which way did I go this from here? Go this way next. Trying to think again. I'm sure somebody's gonna need healing after this fight. I mean, last dungeon, so I expect its layout to be a little bit confusing. Is it this one we take next? I think I'm on the right track? Question mark? I don't know anymore. No, I think I actually hit a dead end here. Yeah, Rudo, you're getting healed. Once we escape this fight anyway. No, Rolf. Heal Rudo. Alrighty. Well. Now where? Do we keep going? Right, have to keep going that way. Fuck. Hate fighting lava. Why is the lava so powerful? Alright. think we're back on the right track this time. Forgot to heal. That's fine. I hope it'll be fine anyway. Won't be fine if we don't take down this fiend right here and now. Okay. Yeah, averaging, like, 4,000 experience a fight, and not even any fights that are especially hard. It's pretty fucking good. I think in my grinding, most of my fights were averaging around, like, 2,000, maybe 3,000 experience. If I got really lucky, 4,000. This is a nice change of pace. Go survive roll. Yeah, barely. Barely's not good enough anymore. Rudo, you can still use the Naze Sword, right? Yeah. Okay, and that does not revive. It heals, but it does not revive. That's fine, at least, because we have a means of bringing Rolf back to life with our own tech. Alright, take your sword back, Rolf. Alright, how close are we to another level for anybody? Kane's pretty close. That's good, at least. Alright, can we navigate this place this time? Oh! I guess it would be useful to not only give Rolf back the Naze Sword, but also re-equip it. That might be helpful. Oops. That was silly of me. So we go this way now? Yes, no, maybe? No, as we go this way, I think now we go left. Everything looks so samey. Something era of gaming where you had to bust out the pen and pencil, draw out your maps. That hurt a bit. We'll be fine. believe it's we go this way. If we just go directly up. Yeah, this is looking familiar. We're getting back there in much quicker time. Yeah, remember this area. Take these stairs. And I think we take these stairs and we're just about back there. And we have most of our TP in the bank still, so... Who needs healing at this point? Let me check the state of everybody, because I want to make sure everybody is fully healed. So everybody but Amy could use some healing. We could use every HP we could get after all. Yeah, everybody's up to full now, so let's use that phone. Mashed through a little too hard. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. Pandora's box. Much better standing now. Let's see how much of a difference that makes. Oh, we're opening with this. Cool. At least we got the defense buff out. No, now we have it out. These are... Ugh, and Amy still died. Sure might be magic defense that we have to buff against you. Come to think of it. Well, it's worth a try. I believe that's D-Ban. It's our plan. Let's see how well it works. I meant to actually change my commands. Well, Amy survived that, so it's at least a sign that we're doing something right. I think I warned Anasar now. Hopefully you don't attack everybody. Well, that's not what I wanted anyway. Didn't want you to attack my healer. Just the other's items, fuck you. Alright, well, that was in part my own fault. Let's give this another go. Let's try another approach. Sonner to buff our agility. Let's see what that does for us. Or that can happen again. Agility increase is great. That's exactly what I want to see. Alright, well. Okay, a Joy buff does not do anything for turn order, at least, so... I think it's gonna be more worth it to buff our magic defense. I swear, if it turns out we're just under-leveled again, it's gonna make me a little annoyed. D-ban. Start fighting from there. Okay, attacking everybody, that's fine. Because at least that gives me a turn to put out D-ban. Gisar, I don't think we need to go too far with a Nasar. Not at this moment in time, anyway. Misses aren't great. Just as a backup. Cain becomes evil, great. Oh, now you get your healing out. Whatever. Let's go ahead and... Sashu. Get the agility buff out. Oh, no, that's defense. Never mind. What's the ability I was looking for? Was it Sonner? I think it was Sonner. That's the one for agility. We actually have somewhat of a handle on the situation now. Alright. Isar and everybody else keeps attacking. Alright, you're targeting Rudo now. Rudo becomes evil, that's fine. I mean, it's not great, but... it'd be worse. Yeah, let's fight again this turn. I think this is gonna be a good turn to queue up a Gi-Rez, just in case... or not a Gi-Rez, a Gisar. Wolf gets lazy, god damn it. Yeah, I think queuing up that Gisar was a good move. But Amy's also out of TP now, so that's also a problem. I think we just gotta kinda... maybe not quite go for broke, but... sure feels that way right about now. Cain's dead! think, I don't think we're escaping this one. Yep, damn it. Oh, boy. Now that's Star Mist, right? Might want to do something with that. I think that heals our whole party. I have a few of those, so probably gonna be best to shuffle around our inventory some. Start depending on those Star Mists. And I think there's something I can steal as well, so... The wonders, though, of having to juggle inventory space when I only have one open inventory slot. Give this to Kane. Yeah. And then, Rolf, give your Star Mist to Amy. Right, so Amy's got all the Star Mists now. We'll see if that makes a difference for us. One way to find out, though. Where's D-Band? Okay, opening with this right away. Awesome, great. And loses confidence, can't use techniques. Banning Amy's ability to use abilities really sucks. Let's try D-Ban again, see if it'll let me this time. If you make me evil even longer. Okay. Make with some healing now, Rolf. You're using that a lot, which at least means I'm not taking much damage. Okay, we got the D-Ban off. Sonner, yeah. Really increases. E-res on Kane, and Amy, you are also going to E-Sar. Just make sure none of us die. At least not this turn. We can afford to use our Gisar. start throwing fireballs with Rolf. It would really help if I knew how much damage my attacks did to you. Having to wing this is really the worst part of this. Can't use techniques, great. Love that shit. Crushed by despair. I guess it's just a turn wasted, essentially. What's that status ailment sucking ass? Oof, perish the thought. Alright, well, at least the Nasor did something. If I get it out, I think a Nasar is gonna be good for right about now. Or not. Anyway, you can't use techniques. Alright, well. Plan B. Star Mist. Don't attack the full party. It doesn't matter! Haha! Freedom! And I got to keep all my Star Mists, too. Alright, well. One thing to do now. Get me the hell out of here. Get me the hell out of here and let me heal. And save. Would help if I remembered how to save. I was just too excited from getting through that dang fight. Alright, take me back. Use this. So Kane should get another level by the time we reach the end, I would assume. So hopefully for the last time, let's navigate our way through here. I remember some of these pathways. Fuck. Alright. I like the same song and dance as before. I'm going to want to hang on to Amy's TP for the last fight. Hopefully now I'm just an expert at navigating this place too. Only walked these halls how many times? Okay, where did I go from here? Was it up? It was up. Remember taking those stairs, yep, and then we loop around here. Double checking. Can't afford to make sudden movements, after all. And then eat shit in the process. I believe we go all the way down here, and then that takes us back to where we were just fighting. Which means it's time for us to go into new territory. Hopefully everybody survives. I think everybody will be fine, hopefully. Yeah, they're spreading out damage enough. There's that level for Kane. Could make all the difference. Or none of the difference. Who knows? Alright, make with some healing, Rolf. Don't think we're quite at the end yet, so we don't need to go all in on healing, but we are fast approaching that point. In fact, I think now is going to be the time. If there's any time to make with a lot of healing, I think now's that time. Just give a Gi rest to everybody. B2 Kane. I don't think everybody's fully healed, but it should be close enough that we should be fine. Hopefully. So, this is the Mother Brain controlling Oligo. Rolf and the party are overcome by the presence of the Mother Brain, but the future of Oligo depends on them. Will they have to fight to pry Oligo from the grasp of Mother Brain? It's a weird way to phrase it, but sure. The Mother Brain begins to grin. You are such fools. If you damage me, the world will be thrown into a panic. Without me, the people of Oligo are helpless. They have become too soft and used to comfort. If I were to malfunction, the people would die cursing their fate. If that is your aim, disable me. If not, return now. Not returning. We'll show no mercy. Die. Alright, here we go. Final boss. Let's start with the D-bound. Everybody else can attack. Well, if you're starting with single target, that's not the worst thing in the world to me. So, defense is up. Let's buff agility next. And then I think we can just start pumping into damage. So far, you are not doing nearly as much as the last boss did. Welcome in, Kylie. And the most distinct background looks in Phantasy Star II. Considering it's pretty much just grid all the way down. Alright, Isar, just as a precaution. That was a good call! Not that was the worst damage we took, but still. Been in lurk mode. Gotcha. Okay, you're starting to use this a bunch. Is anybody gonna have to go into full-time heal mode now? Yeah, it's really looking like that. Same problem as the last boss. I can't see how much damage I'm doing to you, so I don't know if I should be attacking you with my physical attacks. Oh. Capture, please come back. I can't see capture on my screen. There we go. Isar, I think that's the last use of it we get to, so it's gonna be Star Mists from that point onward. We'll just have to hope that's enough. You should be getting weak by now. Fights don't usually go on for an eternity in this series. Star Mist. And everybody else can fight. Yeah, I'd like to think the Star Mists are gonna cover us well enough to get through what's left of this fight. It's the last fight after all, so no point hanging on to them. Especially since my save is probably gonna just take me to just before we initiate the fight. Feels like you're a lot tankier than the last fight. Even if you're not as hard, you're a lot tankier here. Alright. Use that second Star Mist. I get 3 of them, so hopefully that's enough. Otherwise, Rolf is gonna have to switch over to healing. How much HP do you have? Oh, that's it! 1 experience point for my troubles. Rolf and the rest of the company stood in amazement. No space between Rolf and Anne, thank you, game. Where the Mother Brain once was, Algo had been suddenly released from the Mother Brain's control. The biosystems and weather control systems suddenly became useless. People of Algo awaited the start of their hard and difficult life without the Mother Brain. But Rolf and the others could feel a sense of hope. Let's get back to Moda. This is only the beginning. Rolf, wait! Lutz's voice filled everybody's heart. There's still somebody at the ship. You can't return again. What? Who are these people? Welcome to the spaceship Noah. Who are you? I don't like your tone of voice. Are you here because you think we are enemies? No? Thanks to the Mother Brain, which we created, Algo prospered. So you were the creators of the Mother Brain. You are hardly what we expected. We are not people of Algo. We are from a place called Earth. Our planet was green and lovely, and we had a highly advanced civilization. We're the last of our race. The last? Yes, our planet has been destroyed. You want to know why? Sure, enlighten me. We were weaker people then. Even though we knew about the evil inside of us, we didn't suppress it. We took joy in controlling nature. We didn't realize we were destroying ourselves until it was too late. The death rattle of our planet alerted us to our failure. With the time remaining to us, we built a spaceship to wander among the stars. Then we found Algo. We found the people here living in simple happiness. We decided we wanted this planet. And do you think you can stop us? We who destroyed Palm? You will die. A salutes his power, they were sent on their way. Very clever, but it is only a matter of time before Algo is destroyed. Silence, be quiet. And in the next instant, Rolf and the others were attacked by several hundred Earthmen. We shall make you see how it feels to lose something that you love. I can see the confusion and pity in your eyes. I will never forgive you for what you have done. How dare you ruin Algo? I refuse to be a slave of fate. I will be the master of my own future. It has shown me the ugliness of continued existence. These are my parting words to you. Those who give up are doomed. I wonder what the people will see in the final days. And that's it for Phantasy Star II. Hell yeah. Halfway through the saga. Which means next week we'll get to start Phantasy Star III. Where is it in backlog? Right here. I said before, this was a replay of Phantasy Star II, so it was nice to go back through, even if it was grindier than I remembered it being. Maybe I'll get the other characters to a competent level on my own time. Who knows? Where's my game clearing sheet? Oh, whoops. Game clearing list. Phantasy Star II. Sega Genesis. Boom. This makes me curious what Phantasy Star 3 is going to be like, because I always hear Phantasy Star 3 is the black sheep of the Phantasy Star series, because I hear 1 have its fans, I hear 2 have its fans, I hear people generally say 4 is the best one. Don't hear a whole lot about 3. Mainly being, it's different. Being what I hear. Now, if only, Sega made more RPGs. There's like, what, Phantasy Star, Sword of Vermilion. Fatal Labyrinth. That's more of a roguelike. But still RPG in nature. What other RPGs are on the console that I'm not thinking of? Oh, the Shining Force games, duh. Those are ones I want to play through at some point, but I don't own either of them. Either of the Genesis ones, anyway. So it hasn't really been on my priority list. Phantasy Star 1, 2, and 4 were made by the team that makes Sonic Team. 3 wasn't. The team that made the other games was busy making a game about a speed animal. Mighty the Armadillo, I think it was called. I mean, that would keep you occupied, I suppose. Go make that armadillo very mighty.